Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to Show and Tell, where I show some of my original character designs and tell you about them so that you can better understand who these characters are that I keep pumping out into my social media accounts. I think this is a good chance for anyone who wants to share their original characters to send them to me, maybe give me an explanation, and I will try and draw them in my own style while also showing off your style. I'm hoping to make connections with myself and other artists, and hopefully something beneficial comes out of it. This first character I'm going to show off is named Bushido. He's one of my favorite characters that I draw in the comic book all the time. My friend Ian, who helped write this character and come up with the basic creation of it all, is the writer for this comic book that I've been working on for a while, and it's taken a few years to get it to come to what it finally is, but I hope you guys find it interesting, and let's go ahead and play the video. So let's start off where Bushido was born. He was born in Mexico. I know I'm saying that and putting a lot of emphasis because he really doesn't look like it, and I intentionally did that. He grew up with a lot of anger issues, broken home, and he learned how to channel that rage into being a masked wrestler. I can't remember the word for it, but it's a Spanish word for lobster. I think it starts with the letter B. And he was named after a lobster because of his really powerful grip. If you'll notice, I draw him with really huge hands and forearms because he could just tear anything apart with them. He ended up meeting a girl in Japan, fell in love with her, married her. Something happened to her, and he went into a sort of like a berserk rage and fell apart, ended up homeless. Someone found him, someone who was really adept at using swords and being a samurai, found him, got him back on his feet, taught him how to control his anger, and he adopted the way of the samurai. And because of this berserk rage, these anger issues, I took a lot of inspiration from Wolverine. Whenever I first started to draw him, he had more general body proportions, you know, about closer to 6 feet tall, but then I shortened him, I made him more stout, kind of widened out his chest area, and I think that that's a good look for him, especially for someone who has a low center of gravity. Now, as for the story to Bushido, one of the main things that he's looking for is a set of magical swords created by the bones of an alien that fell to Earth a long time ago. And these swords, he ended up finding one, and someone else who is also looking for them, a bad guy that I'll draw later on, he, informed Bushido of them, tried to take it from him, and now Bushido's trying to get them. And with these combinations of swords and abilities and different things that he'll be able to do in the future, it's an exciting idea to think of what kind of possibilities I could draw and how his character could develop in the future. Currently, I'm working on coloring the first issue of just like a teaser comic book, just to show off like, hey, I could do this. And I'll put a link to that comic book in my description so that you can check it out on my Deviantart. And with that, you guys can get a better idea of how he acts, how he talks, how he relates to others within the group. But other than that, that's about all I really need to tell you right now. Maybe if there's enough feedback, I could give you another video explaining some more in-depth ideas, maybe even future projects, things like that. That's about all I have to share for right now, but I appreciate you listening, and thanks for watching. Thank you all for watching and listening to me ramble on about a character you never heard of before. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope it gives you inspiration to draw your own original character, to come up with your own story and create your own world. And as always, thanks for watching.